If you're looking to elevate your look with pieces that are both unique and timeless, you're in for a treat. Today, we're featuring a curated selection of handcrafted shoes and belts from Jan's Accents. And joining us is owner and designer of Jan's Accents, Janice Forrester. Hi, Jan. Welcome back to Smile.
Hi. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. How are you? You good?
We're good. Yeah, I'm
nice.
good.
I love your earrings.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Handcrafted by Jan's Accents.
Oh, well, there you go. Good stuff. Today, we're focusing, though, on your...
Sandals.
Thank you very much. I almost said footwear, but it's more than just footwear, sandals in particular. And belts, and we'll get to that in just a moment. But for people who are curious about your work, how did Jan's Accents start? We're talking earrings, we're talking sandals, we're talking belts, etc. What got you into it?
Well, it's curious that you should admire the earrings because that's where I started. I started with jewelry, and it kind of evolved because I couldn't leave fashion alone. Yeah. And
how long, like this was as a child, in your teens?
No, actually,
as an adult?
As a big age adult. It was about 2010 that the jewelry bug bit me. I was taking a break from work and so on, pouring into the kids, you know, the child bearing and so on. Wanted to invest in my children. So when they went to school, I was made redundant, kind of, you know. And I kind of stumbled onto this hobby. Which I now know was no stumbling and it was no accident because I actually do believe that this is my passion, this is my calling.
You've always been a creative person?
I didn't know it, but looking back, I have always, and when I hit upon jewelry making and just this whole using my hands and my mind to create stuff, I realized that this is it, this is who I am. Can you imagine that?
It's good that you can monetize your passion. So it really doesn't feel like work.
It does.
I love the work that you've done here, though, with the different designs for the sandals.
Yeah.
Where do you get your inspiration?
Nature. I believe God is the ultimate creator, and I get my inspiration from the things He makes. Yeah. So if you look around, you'll notice that leaves and flowers feature heavily. Yeah. Yeah.
And as you mentioned, leaves and flowers, your model, Cassia, is it?
That is it.
Right. I noticed her earrings
are the monstera leaves.
Yeah. Okay, well, I see you. I see you, Jan. I see you. And what's going on her feet there?
Flowers.
Oh, keep them steady, darling, so we can take a look at them.
These are a part of our spring things, our spring collection that we're featuring and promoting now.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, given that you draw your inspiration from nature, you just mentioned your spring collection. Do you also go with a summer collection, autumn?
Yeah, but the thing is that Jamaica doesn't really have defined seasons like other places, but you can definitely see the season when the flowers start blooming and the trees start flowering and things kind of come anew. And so we're going to have a spring collection, we're going to have a summer collection, and probably a autumn winter, you know, kind of a nod to the
other time of year.
Yeah, because the colors change and it's so beautiful and so different.
Good. When you take a look at the interest people have in your pieces, the purchases they make and so on, is there a particular season that you're seeing people kind of drawn more to your spring collection, drawn more to what's good for summer? Or are there any trends?
I wouldn't say that I've distinguished any trends yet far. There are certain tones and colors people gravitate to more, like metallic tones, for instance, you know, because I think people try to kind of get the most out of an accessory. I want this to go with everything, Jan. I want something that can go with everything,
Walk us through the creation of these pieces. Of particular interest, I love this.
Yeah.
Because it is Jamaica. Yeah, Jamaica.
It is Jamaica.
Yeah, here we go.
That's the Sweet Jamaica sandal.
Sweet Jamaica sandal.
Yes.
I like this. Yes. Just walk us through creating this piece.
Yeah, I am a patriot. Yes. Good. I might be out of fashion, but I am. Yeah. And so I wanted to do something that said Jamaica loudly.
Yes.
But was aesthetically pleasing and was something that you could actually use to represent. We have a lot of cultural events, both here and overseas. And sometimes, and I've been in that position where you want something to represent Jamaica. You know, we're so at this big little island and we want to show off and show out.
Right.
And
This came to mind. This is celebration.
Yes, this is it.
Kingston College is celebrating its 100th anniversary this year. So I've got something there that could probably, those sandals and the belt and the flower. All right. Good stuff.
Yes.
Jan, where do we find you?
We're at 92 Hope Road. Right in Kingston 6 in the Ligani area.
And Jan's Accents.
Jan's Accents. You can also find us on Instagram at Jan's Accents, and you can find us online at www.jansacccentsonline.com.
Good
That
stuff.
is it.
Thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you for having us.
So that was Janice Forrester, owner of Jan's Accents. We've got more on Weekend Smile right after this.